Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. PM Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. Etches his name in country's political history books. Completes 4,399 days in office. Cabinet hails historic milestone. World leaders including EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake congratulate PM Modi on achieving historic milestone. US strikes Iran after helicopter downing in Hormuz Strait. Tehran targets US bases across Jordan and Gulf. Violence engulfs Belfast following knife attack. UK PM Starmer urges calm and calls attack shocking and completely unacceptable. Prime Minister Narendra Modi becomes the country's longest continuously serving elected Premier, marking 12 years at the helm of the central government, a journey dedicated to trust, development and public welfare. The Cabinet has passed a resolution applauding Prime Minister Narendra Modi for becoming the longest-serving elected Prime Minister for consecutive terms. The members of the Cabinet also gave a standing ovation to PM Modi. Today, on 10th of June 2026, PM Modi has completed 4,399 continuous days in office. The historic feat reflects a journey of governance, transformation and India's rising influence on the global stage. PM Modi has surpassed Jawaharlal Nehru's record. But this milestone is not merely about longevity in office. It is the story of a vision that evolved from state-level governance to national transformation and from national leadership to global influence.
आज 10 जून 2026 का दिन भारतीय लोकतंत्र की यात्रा में एक ऐतिहासिक और प्रेरणादायी पड़ाव के रूप में अंकित हुआ है। आज श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी निर्वाचित प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में सर्वाधिक अवधि तक निरंतर देश की सेवा करने वाले प्रधानमंत्री बन गए हैं। उन्होंने निर्वाचित पीएम के तौर पर 4,399 डेज की निरंतर सेवा का कीर्तिमान स्थापित किया है, जो स्वतंत्र भारत के इतिहास में पहली बार हुआ है।
The historic feat reflects a journey of governance, transformation and India's rising influence on the global stage. Here's more.
History is not written every day, but some dates leave an imprint on the destiny of a nation. June 10th, 2026 is one such day. A day where a leader who began his journey from the grassroots rose through public service and earned the trust of millions across 3 consecutive general elections, reaches a landmark unmatched in India's democratic history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi becomes India's longest-serving elected Prime Minister, completing 4,399 continuous days in office and surpassing the record set by Jawaharlal Nehru. But this milestone is not merely about longevity in office. It is the story of a vision that evolved from state-level governance to national transformation and from national leadership to global influence.
Narendra Damodar Das Modi.
As Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi built a reputation for decisive governance, infrastructure-led growth, investment promotion and efficient public service delivery. Initiatives focused on industrial development, power reforms, water management, and ease of doing business transformed Gujarat into one of India's fastest growing states. These policies reflected a long-term vision that would later shape national governance. As Prime Minister, he carried that approach to the national stage. From Digital India, Make in India, Startup India, and direct benefit transfer to large-scale infrastructure expansion, reforms have focused on empowering citizens and accelerating growth. India today stands among the world's fastest growing major economies and is emerging as a key player in sectors such as technology, innovation, manufacturing, semiconductors, and space. On the global stage, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has elevated India's profile like never before. India's successful G20 presidency, leadership on climate action, advocacy for the global south, and growing diplomatic influence have strengthened the country's voice in international affairs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has received 32 international awards and highest civilian honors from countries worldwide, making him the most decorated world leader. Today, India is viewed as a major force in shaping global conversation on economy, technology, security, and sustainable development. At home, welfare delivery has reached unprecedented scales. Millions have benefited from housing, sanitation, financial inclusion, healthcare, and food security initiatives. Technology-driven governance has enhanced transparency and efficiency. From a chief minister known for development-focused governance to a prime minister leading India through a transformative era, Narendra Modi's journey reflects continuity of a vision and execution. The milestone of becoming India's longest-serving elected prime minister is not merely a record. It is a chapter in the story of a nation striving for development, self-confidence, and a larger role on the global stage. Tripti Tripathi's report, DD India.
Congratulatory messages consistently pour in for Prime Minister Narendra Modi from the national leaders on becoming India's longest continuously serving democratically elected Prime Minister. President Draupadi Murmu has congratulated PM Modi on becoming India's longest continuously elected Prime Minister, calling it a reflection of the people's enduring trust in his leadership. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan too extended greetings to the Prime Minister, saying the historic achievement is not merely a symbol of a long tenure, but a reflection of a transformative era in our national journey. As PM Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister, Union Minister J.P. Nadda has offered prayers at the Birla Temple. BJP National President Nitin Nabeen offers prayers at Jhandewala Mandir to mark PM Modi becoming India's longest serving elected Prime Minister. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta has also offered prayers at a temple on the occasion of PM Modi becoming India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav visited Lodhi Road Sai Baba Temple in New Delhi and prayed that PM Modi may continue to serve the nation and that the resolve of 140 crore citizens for a Viksit Bharat is realized. Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia offered prayers at the Hanuman Temple on Tughlaq Road as PM Narendra Modi became India's longest serving Prime Minister. Union Ministers Piyush Goyal and Annapurna Devi, BJP MP Anil Baluni and NDMC Vice Chairman Kuljit Singh Chahal offered prayers at a Chanakyapuri temple to mark PM Modi becoming India's longest continuously serving elected leader. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan offered prayers at Sri Jagannath Temple, Delhi as PM Narendra Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. Union Minister Jitendra Singh and Delhi Minister Parvesh Verma offered prayers at Connaught Place Hanuman Temple as PM Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal and MP Sambit Patra offered prayers at Jagannath Temple in Puri, Odisha to mark PM Modi becoming India's longest continuously serving elected leader. Union Minister Giriraj Singh offered prayers at Hanuman Temple in Delhi as PM Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. Meanwhile, Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma also offered prayers at Moti Dungri Ganeshji Temple in Jaipur. Congratulatory messages pouring in for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar extended his greetings to Prime Minister Modi for making history one day at a time, reflecting the enduring trust and confidence the people of India place in PM Modi's leadership, vision and commitment to national development. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on becoming the longest serving elected Prime Minister in India's history, completing 4,399 days in office. He wrote on X, and I quote him here, "A tireless Karma Yogi guided by the principle of nation first, his tenure reflects unwavering dedication to India, steadfast commitment to the welfare of its people and transformative leadership in service of the nation. This achievement is a testament to the enduring trust reposed in his leadership by the people of India and his relentless pursuit of inclusive development and good governance. Over the past 12 years, India has made remarkable progress in development and global leadership while also experiencing a civilizational reawakening that has made the nation more confident, self-assured and rooted in its heritage. As India advances towards the goal of Viksit Bharat, PM Modi continues to lead the nation towards greater prosperity, progress and global prominence." A meeting of the NDA to celebrate its government completing 12 years and Prime Minister Narendra Modi becoming the longest continuously serving elected PM of India is being held in the national capital. All constituents of the ruling National Democratic Alliance besides the top leadership of the BJP, including Prime Minister Modi, are attending the crucial meet. The meeting is focusing on reviewing various national development programs, infrastructure programs and the Modi government's vision to transform the nation into a developed country by 2047. The NDA leaders felicitated PM Modi on this remarkable feat. Definitely a historic day today, and these are the visuals we are getting for you. Meeting of the National Democratic Alliance to celebrate its government completing 12 years and Prime Minister Narendra Modi becoming the longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister of India. This meeting being held in the national capital. All the constituents of the ruling National Democratic Alliance besides the top leadership of the BJP, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, are attending this crucial meet. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has completed 4,399 days in office and still counting. The wishes, in fact, are pouring in from all across the world. Global leaders are also hailing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visionary leadership. A remarkable moment. This is the meeting. These are the visuals we are getting for you from the meeting of the National Democratic Alliance to celebrate its government completing 12 years and Prime Minister Narendra Modi becoming the longest continuously serving elected PM of India. This meeting is being held in the national capital today. All the leaders are congratulating Prime Minister Narendra Modi for this remarkable feat. A visual that we are getting for you from the national capital. This is the NDA meet. Congratulatory messages consistently pour in for Prime Minister Narendra Modi from world leaders on becoming India's longest continuously serving democratically elected Prime Minister. In a post on X, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen also congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi and praised India's achievements under his leadership, including its successful lunar mission and growing global ambitions. Highlighting the strong partnership between India and the European Union, she said cooperation has expanded across technology, mobility, security, defense and trade, and thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the progress achieved together. In a post on X, President of the European Council Antonio Costa congratulated PM Modi, calling India-EU ties stronger than ever under his leadership. Costa expressed confidence in further deepening cooperation, partnership and friendship between India and the European Union. US Ambassador to India Sergio Gore congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi, describing the milestone as a powerful testament to his decades of dedicated public service and leadership. In a post on X, Prime Minister of Nigeria Bola Ahmed Tinubu congratulated PM Modi and said the achievement reflects the enduring confidence and trust the people of India have placed in Modi's leadership over 3 consecutive mandates. The former president of the Maldives, Ibrahim Mohammed Solih, congratulated PM Modi, describing the achievement as a truly historic milestone. In a post on X, he said that this is a truly historic milestone that reflects the enduring trust and confidence the people of India have placed in Prime Minister Modi as steward of their aspirations and ambitions. India's remarkable economic, social and political progress during his tenure stands as a testament to his leadership. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on becoming India's longest-serving elected Prime Minister. In a post on X, Prime Minister Meloni recalled her recent meeting with Prime Minister Modi in Rome and said the launch of the India-Italy Special Strategic Partnership reflects a shared vision for the future. She said the partnership will create new opportunities for both countries and their people. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali also congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi, praising his leadership and vision. In a post on X, Abiy Ahmed said Prime Minister Modi's governance has driven economic progress, expanded digital infrastructure and strengthened the voice of the Global South. Former Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison and Tony Abbott also joined other global leaders in praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. In their posts on X, Morrison and Abbott highlighted PM Modi's role in boosting India's economy, expanding infrastructure and enhancing the country's global standing. They also underscored his contribution to strengthening India-Australia ties and advancing cooperation through the Quad. Highlighting the strong bilateral ties, President of Sri Lanka Anura Kumara Dissanayake congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on becoming the longest-serving elected Prime Minister in India's history. In a message shared on X on Wednesday, the President noted that Sri Lanka values close partnership with India and expressed confidence in further deepening cooperation across sectors. The message comes amid continued engagement between the two neighbors on economic recovery, connectivity and regional security, underlining the diplomatic warmth and the strategic importance of the bilateral ties. In addition, Sri Lanka-India Society also has conveyed wishes to the Indian Prime Minister. The society has put up digital gantries expressing their congratulations to PM Modi at various locations in Colombo. The members of Sri Lanka-India Society also shared a congratulatory message for PM Modi.
On behalf of the Sri Lanka-India Society, I have great pleasure in congratulating Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi, for his greatest achievement of being the long-serving elected Prime Minister of Republic of India.
Congratulating the Prime Minister for being the longest-serving Prime Minister, elected Prime Minister of India, and we thank you for being there for Sri Lanka.
Prime Minister of Malaysia Anwar Ibrahim has congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on achieving historic milestone of becoming India's longest-serving elected Prime Minister. In a post on X, Malaysia's Prime Minister reflected PM Modi's dedicated public service and leadership in advancing India's development and global standing. He said Malaysia values its close and long-standing friendship with India, and I look forward to continuing our cooperation in strengthening bilateral ties and expanding opportunities for our peoples. Bhutan's Prime Minister Shering Tobgay also congratulated Prime Minister Modi on the milestone. In a post on X, Prime Minister Shering Tobgay described Prime Minister Modi as friend, elder brother and mentor, praising his leadership, work, ethic and contribution to India's development and global standing. He also highlighted the strengthening of India-Bhutan relations under PM Modi's leadership, noting India's continued support for Bhutan's development goals, including the Gelepu Mindfulness City project. Tobgay said the relationship between the two countries is built on trust and mutual respect, and wished Prime Minister Modi continued success in serving India. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer on Wednesday called the Belfast violence shocking and completely unacceptable. Belfast witnessed large-scale violence on Tuesday night by masked protesters after a gruesome knife attack by a Sudanese man left one person with serious injuries. The protesters has targeted a particular section of people, burning homes, vehicles and attacked police. The knife attack follows repeated protests against immigration, saying Britain's asylum policy has given entry to dangerous men in country. European leaders are stepping up diplomatic efforts to end Russia's war in Ukraine, with the UK, Germany and France backing a push for direct talks between President Volodymyr Zelensky and Vladimir Putin. The three countries reaffirmed that Europe must play a central role in any negotiated settlement while continuing military support to Kiev. For more, let's go across to Thomas Sparrow, who's correspondent with our partners DW, joining us from Berlin. Hi, Thomas. European leaders are backing ceasefire talks, but what concrete preconditions are they insisting on before negotiations can move forward?
They're essentially insisting on 5 preconditions. Okay. I'll focus on the most important ones. The first one is a ceasefire that needs to happen before negotiations. Now, this particular issue is one where European leaders and the Russian government do not see eye to eye, because the Russian government believes that if a ceasefire predates negotiations, that could only serve for Ukraine to rearm, to regroup. So first precondition is a ceasefire, at least from the European perspective. Second precondition is what European leaders describe as security guarantees for Ukraine. What this essentially means in plain words is making sure that Ukraine has enough support also in the future, so that those kinds of attacks or wars coming, for example, from Russia do not happen. Again, this is an issue where Ukraine and Russia do not necessarily see eye to eye, because while Ukraine would like to move closer to the European Union and closer to NATO, Russia believes that that would be a threat to them, and they believe that they only want to end the war when they reach their military aims, their military goals. In addition, there are other preconditions that have been mentioned from the European point of view, but in general, the main goal from the European perspective is to be able to be on the negotiating table whenever that negotiating table opens up.
All right, Thomas, we leave it there. Thank you so much. Time now for some sports news. The FIFA World Cup 2026 will begin on Thursday night, marking the start of the mega edition of football's biggest tournament. The opening match will be played between host Mexico and South Africa at the Mexico City Stadium. This World Cup will feature 48 teams and total of 104 matches hosted across 3 countries. And the countries are the United States, Canada and Mexico. Teams are divided into 12 groups of 4. The top 2 teams from each group, along with the 8 best third-placed teams, will move to the round of 32. From there, the tournament will follow a knockout format until the final, which will be played at the New Jersey Stadium in New York. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.